Hey guys, welcome back to Homemade Flavors. Today I am sharing how to make temple style tamarind rice or pulihora with the same taste served at temple as a prasad or bhog or naivedyam. So watch the video carefully till the end as I'll be sharing small and simple tips to make perfect tasty temple style pulihora. Following the tips explained in the video, anyone can make perfect temple style pulihora and celebrate the festive occasion. To start with, here I took one orange sized tamarind. Here I am adding around 1 cup of water and soaking this. You can add hot water and soak it for 10 minutes, but here I added normal room temperature water and I am going to microwave this for 1 minute. After microwaving for 1 minute, I am allowing this to sit for 10 minutes and let it cool. Meanwhile, I measured 2 cups of rice and I'm adding this 2 cups of rice to a rice cooker and wash the rice thoroughly. After washing the rice thoroughly, here I'm adding 3.5 cups of water with the same cup that I measured rice. For 2 cups of rice I'm adding 3.5 cups of water. Normal rice we cook in 1:2 ratio, but here I reduced just half cup water. And I'm closing the lid and pressure cook it until 2 whistles. At 2 whistles, switch off the flame and allow it to cool. Once it is cooled, here you can see I opened the lid and I'm mixing the rice very gently. Don't smash the rice, just mix it gently. Mixing gently helps in separating each grain. Now keep it aside. And by this time this tamarind is also cool, so here I'm squeezing the tamarind juice. After squeezing the tamarind for a minute, here I'm transferring this to a strainer and strain the tamarind juice. Doing this will help in separating the pulp and the tamarind juice. Here most of the juice is separated, so now I'm transferring again to the same bowl and here I'm adding half cup of water and squeeze the juice again. After squeezing, again I'm transferring to the strainer and extract the juice from the pulp. By this time, almost 80% of the tamarind juice is extracted and this remaining part also I'm squeezing and transferring to the same bowl. Again, I'm going to add half a cup of water and squeeze it. Like this, 2 to 3 times we need to squeeze and extract the tamarind juice depending upon the quantity and quality of the tamarind that we are using. Here you can see this is the 3rd time and I'm squeezing or extracting the tamarind juice and this pulp is now clear, so I'm going to discard this pulp. Now to this extracted juice, here I'm adding 6 to 7 green chilies that are slit longitudinally and 2 twigs of curry leaves. Green chilies you may adjust according to your spice levels. Now here I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 spoon of salt. After adding all the ingredients, I am cooking this on a medium to low flame and mixing this as well so that the salt and the turmeric powder gets mixed up in the tamarind juice, and we need to stir this occasionally, otherwise it will be burnt. Here you can see the correct consistency of the tamarind juice is obtained, so switch off the flame and allow it to cool. Now here in a separate pan, I am adding 2 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is heated, I am adding 1/4 cup of peanuts and sauteing and frying the peanuts on a low to medium heat. Keep stirring continuously, otherwise peanuts will be burnt without frying. Now here I am adding 2 tablespoons of chana dal or chickpea. So I added chana dal once the peanuts are 50% fried. Now here you can see this chana dal is also fried. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of tempering seeds, that is urad dal, mustard seeds and cumin seeds. Keep stirring continuously and fry all the ingredients. Now here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cashews, and adding cashews is entirely optional. Now here I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 5 to 6 red chili. Here I didn't break the red chili, I'm adding whole red chili. If you break the red chili, then it will be very spicy. Once the red chili is also fried, here I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hinge. Adding asafoetida helps in proper digestion and also it gives a very nice taste and flavor to the dish. Now here I'm adding 6 to 7 green chilies that are longitudinally slit and 2 twigs of curry leaves. Here I switched off the flame and added green chili and curry leaves, and then I'm covering so that the oil will not be splattered everywhere. After a minute, this green chili and curry leaves are also well fried, so we switched off the flame. With this, tempering is ready and rice is also ready, so I'm transferring this tempering to the rice. This tamarind juice that we cooked is sufficient for 4 cups of rice, but we just cooked 2 cups of rice, so I'm adding half of this to the rice, and to this I'm adding again a little amount of salt, because for the entire tamarind we added salt, but again we are mixing with rice, so I added little more of salt. So adjust the salt according to your taste. Here if you observe, I added salt to the tamarind paste that I added, so that the salt will be absorbed and get mixed up properly. Now I'm mixing up this tamarind juice and the tempering along with the rice. Here, because everything is very hot, I'm using the ladle to mix it. Now once it has cooled down, I'm using my hand. Using hand to mix helps in proper mixing of the tamarind juice with the rice. We need to mix the rice very gently without smashing the rice. Here you can see everything is mixed well. Now leave it aside undisturbed for 10 minutes so that this tamarind juice will be absorbed by the rice, and the remaining tamarind juice that is left over can be stored in an airtight container and refrigerate for about a month. After 10 minutes of resting, here our pulihora tamarind rice is ready. So give a gentle mix before serving it. So friends, please try making this pulihora or tamarind rice at home, and do let me know in the comment section how you liked. If you like this recipe, please consider subscribing to Homemade Flavors and press the bell icon for more healthy and interesting recipes. This is Rupa signing off for today, and see you in the next video.